ignition is on. It is waiting to accelerate. The car accelerates rapidly, gaining speed within seconds. Now the brakes have been applied and the car has stopped. Let's observe the uniform acceleration, followed by retardation. Let's measure the time taken by the car from the moment it starts moving until it comes to a rest. In the first 5 seconds, the car accelerates uniformly. To find the velocity, we will be using the first equation of motion, v equal to u plus at. On substituting the values, we will get the velocity equal to 40 meters per second. We will be using the second equation of motion to find the distance traveled by the car in these 5 seconds. S equal to ut plus half at square. On substituting the values, we will get the distance traveled by the car equal to 100 meters. Distance traveled in 5 seconds is 100 meters. The car moves with uniform velocity between B and C. Let's find the distance traveled by the car. To find the distance traveled by the car, we will be using the equation S equal to V multiplied by T, velocity multiplied by time. The distance will be 120 meters. Car travels 120 meters in these 3 seconds. Now we need to find the deceleration and the distance traveled during braking. First, it traveled with uniform acceleration, then it traveled with constant velocity, and then finally it came to a stop after the brakes were applied. So now let's apply the first equation of motion to find the deceleration. V equal to u plus at. Here the initial velocity is 40 meters per second and final velocity is 0. On substituting appropriate values, we will get the deceleration equal to 20 meters per second square. Now let's find the distance traveled during braking and the total distance traveled by the car. We will be using the second equation of motion, S equal to ut plus half at square. We will be using the value of deceleration minus 20 meters per second square for A. On substituting appropriate values, we will get the distance traveled during braking to be equal to 60 meters. And the total distance traveled will be 100 plus 120 plus 60, which will be equal to 280 meters. The velocity attained after 5 seconds is 40 meters per second. Distance traveled in first 5 seconds is 100 meters. Distance traveled in the next 3 seconds is 120 meters. Deceleration while braking is 20 meters per second square. Distance traveled during braking is 60 meters and total distance traveled is 280 meters.